Welcome to the Podcasting for DJs training kit. Hopefully by now you're ready to invest a little more into your music by creating a website and starting a podcast. We're still early in the history of this new type of broadcasting, and there aren't very many rules, guidelines, or even preconceived notions about how things are supposed to be done. It's really exciting that each person can now be their own unique digital radio station and global media channel, even at a time when fewer and fewer large corporations take over more and more of the other broadcast networks every day. We've evolved from hunter-gatherer to transmitter-receiver, and that's especially true if you're a DJ about to start a podcast, or an artist, producer, event promoter, record label or band looking to build your home base and put together an online showcase of your work. With radio, we upgraded from AM to FM, and now in the digital age, we're progressing from live satellite and streaming internet shows to play on demand and download. The same is true in television, with more people choosing to watch favorite shows on their own schedule instead of a network's. Over 90 million Americans a month listen to podcasts last year, and record numbers of new people all over the planet are discovering them every day. Most of the podcasts on the internet right now sound more like traditional radio talk shows. Your music podcast has a much better chance of connecting with people in other countries, because there's not much of a language barrier with a DJ mix. Only half of the world is plugged into the internet so far, but that number is growing fast. With data transfer speeds constantly rising, the popularity of mobile devices that keep people online longer, and cheaper computers now making it possible for new people to connect in developing countries, studies are expecting internet use to explode over the next few years. It's a really great time to find your niche and establish yourself, attract new listeners, and build an audience. There will always be new mobile apps and podcast directories looking for audio content from sound creators like you because people are excited to fill up their new devices. Getting your show listed as early as possible in some of these places means a much bigger share of potential listeners for you than those who wait a few more years and have to catch up. It's the golden age of podcasting right now, and still wide open for experimentation and a lot more expansion. You're going to have lots of fun getting into it and exploring the possibilities of this new media frontier. When it's done in a way that also benefits the artists you love, featuring other people's music in a podcast can be a huge promotional service to them, and just as important for independent acts as appearing in blogs or any other online publication. It also highlights the role of the DJ as an essential filter of information for the more casual listeners, who can never keep up with the huge volume of new music released. So many of the other quality control filters have already been removed from the process in the age of digital sales. A podcast from somebody they trust is the modern mixtape format that people now turn to for musical discoveries outside of the mainstream. This is an exciting new kind of DJing to explore and an amazing outlet to reach people with your music. You're already mixing sounds and doing your thing, so let's show you the best way for delivering it around the planet and opening yourself up to the new opportunities.